What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. You know, Eddie Hearn has been very verbal lately, and he hasn't stopped and let up yet. He has made a simple but bold and very convincing statement in an interview, and he clearly states that, hey, yes, the other heavyweight fighters such as Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, their promotional companies, we don't get along. Of course, that's no secret that Eddie Hearn does not get along with Frank Warren in particular. And Frank Warren, of course, that's promoter of Frank Warren. Of course, Deontay Wilder has his own negative feelings about Eddie Hearn. But he did make a statement, and he said this. He said, well, yeah, they might not like me, but I will guarantee you if a fight can be made, this is where the money is. There's no one in the sport that has ever said that I owe them money. When it comes to money, you get paid when you get paid, what you get paid. And, I have to, address that simply because it's just absolutely correct. You have never heard anyone say anything about Eddie Hearn saying that, hey, Eddie Hearn owed me money and he never paid me. You've never heard that. You've heard a lot of shit. He's a wanker. He's a asshole. He's a snob. He's this, he's that. But you never heard that he owed someone money or he ripped someone off. Now that you can say about Eddie Hearn. A lot of things he does say, he does ruffle feathers, and he pisses people off, with his attitude and personality. But yeah, it's absolutely correct. I think of, Billy Joe Saunders in particular. Billy Joe Saunders was set to fight Boo Boo Andrade, Demetrius Andrade, right? And, of course, Andrade is a Hearn guy. He signed with Eddie Hearn. And Billy Joe, he said in an interview that Eddie Hearn, he had to take his hat off to him. You know what I mean? He does pay you, and everything has been professional. And I never really had any better other negotiations in this particular situation. Now it's a shame how everything fell apart with the nasal drip and spray and all that shit. But but that's coming from Frank Warren's guy, so that should tell you, as just using that as an example, when you're dealing with Eddie Hearn, you're going to get paid. You know what I mean? Why do you think all those guys went over to the zone? You know what I'm saying? Because these guys want to get paid. These guys are getting paid. You don't hear these guys talking about anything else. Now, you can say that about Shelly Finkel, okay? Did Shelly Finkel pay Mike Tyson? Shannon Briggs. Did Don King pay Mike Tyson? Right? There was always some shit about money. Did Bob Arum pay Floyd Mayweather everything that he owed him? Right? Come on now. Now, these are three different promoters, and all of them had discrepancies in paying someone their damn money. Anywhere from Bob Arum, Don King, Shelly Finkel, all these guys, you name it. They have had problems where they've said one thing and they've done another. Guaranteed. From each of those guys I just mentioned. Shannon Briggs, Mike Tyson, okay? These guys have Floyd Mayweather with Bob Arum. These guys have owed these fighters money and haven't paid. Eddie Hearn has never had that. So his track record is very clean when it comes to earning with Hearn, right? So that just lets you know on certain fights, like the Deontay Wilder-Anthony Joshua fight. That's a fight everybody wants to see. But money was not the concern on the Eddie Hearn and Joshua end. That wasn't the concern. But it's business. It is a business. It's a strictly business decision. See, a lot of people are belly aching. Excuse me, guys. A lot of people are belly aching about the split, and I was a thing, it's a low ball offer, it's a bullshit offer, you know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, each of those, the 12.5, the 15 mil, all that money was accounted for. They just didn't take it. But that money, I guarantee you, that damn money was accounted for. They had every bit of that money and they were going to pay him when they said they were going to pay him. You know, just some people are not really accustomed to, if you've had shitty business all your life, pretty much, you're kind of sketchy or, you know, shady kind of businessmen or the way people do business, then you get with someone like Eddie Hearn that's guaranteed to pay you. You're not a maybe, not a probably, not a, oh, when this happens. No. You know, these guys are telling you, hey, we're going to give you 12.5. We're going to give you 15 million. We're going to give you this. And that money's got there. You look at Joseph Parker. You look at Charles Martin. You look at Tockham, right? Carlos Tockham. You look at these guys that have fought Anthony Joshua. And, you know, when you fight Anthony Joshua, you have to deal with Eddie Hearn. So you look at these guys that have fought. And if you ask each and every one of them, they've got their money. Look at Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker's a happy guy. Yeah, he took a loss, but he took a loss to be a freaking millionaire. He's a millionaire now. He got about $6 million, which is a lot more in his country because of the currency, right? You know, after he got his split, but he got his money. He's good. He even took a damn fight with Dillian White. He didn't have to take that fight. I'm glad that fight happened. That was a good fight to be made. It was an exciting fight. You know, both guys got dropped to the canvas. You know what I'm saying? Dillian White almost got knocked out. But I guarantee you this. Joseph Parker got paid again. And so did Dillian White. You know what I mean? So these guys get paid. You never hear these guys talking about that. You can't say that about Mayweather Promotions. Leonard Ellerbe. You can't say that. Why you think Gervonta Tank Davis is speaking in damn parables on his Twitter page? Because he's unhappy with what he's getting made. He's unhappy with how he's managed. That's no secret. Everybody knows that. But you can't say that about Eddie Hearn. You know, and that's the point I'm trying to make. You look at Anthony Joshua, look at all the money that he's making. You know, you look at all the money that he's bringing in per fight, $25, $30 million a fight. If you look at that, let's go back in the time machine and go back 8, 9 years. Who made that type of money then? Floyd. Manny made that type of money. You know his anniversary of 6 years, he got knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez on the 8th of December, 2012. Okay. That just passed about 4 or 5 days ago. But he received about 23 million, 24 million for that fight. Right? Yeah, that was the fight purse. And I can't remember how much Juan Manuel Marquez made, but these guys are top earners in the sport. This is back when heavyweight boxing was still in the dark. It was still overseas. It was still in the Ukraine, you know, which people had to put up with Vladimir jab and grab ass style. So people didn't really care. It wasn't exciting enough. But these guys in the under the middleweight division, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, they made those big type of paydays. Joshua's making that now with Eddie Hearn. That's the point I'm trying to make. So before guys talk about Eddie Hearn and he's this and they ducking fights, but then yet they're sending contracts out, right? These contracts have something backing them. It's called currency. Okay? That's what it is. So a lot of people, man, people are going to wake up one day and realize that, hey, ask Billy Joe Saunders again, you know, and he would have earned too if he wasn't for that discrepancy with the shit and the nasal drip stuff. But of course, that's someone that he doesn't have any reason to make shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not even signed with Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? He had to do business with him, of course, to get that fight with Andrade, right? But, he just told it like it is. When it comes to business, Eddie Hearn is professional. So that's just something that, let you guys know, inform you guys. You guys tell me what you think about this video, of course. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.